In fact, when I was thinking that a pride of lions roaring, the demons. See, Satan's not alone, is he? He has helpers, you could say, who also roar and try to cause this intimidation, this anxiety in our hearts. How might the devil be roaring in our lives trying to cause anxiety? Well, here's just a few examples. It might be by means of threats from an employer. If you go to that convention on Friday, you will be fired. Or what about threats from an unbelieving mate? If you go to that convention, I won't be here when you get back. Or what about from a doctor when you face a life-threatening situation? The doctor might say, you will die without a blood transfusion. Or what about roars in the form of powerful peer pressure at school for you young ones? Trying to get you to compromise Bible principles regarding holidays, use of tobacco, drugs, or engaging in immorality, cheating, lying, and so forth. Well, these are just a few examples of how the devil may try to roar in our lives, causing anxiety. And it's interesting that a lion normally doesn't roar when hunting, because that would be poor strategy, wouldn't it? You're trying to sneak up on an antelope and you roar. You just tip him off. You're there. It wouldn't be good hunting strategy, see. But when it comes to domestic animals, it has been observed that lions will roar to try to get them to break out of their place of shelter. See, they're protected, but now he's got to try to scare them out of that place so that he can then devour them. And that's what the Insight book says. When trying to prey upon domestic animals in an enclosure, a lion often will roar. That terrifying sound is calculated to cause a stampede to break down the protective fence and to isolate individual animals from the flock. Well, that's what Satan would like to do. He knows we're safe in our spiritual paradise, this place of protection, this enclosure. But he would love to make us panic and run out of that place of protection so that he could devour us. But never allow him to do that to you. Stay in the place of protection. Never allow his roars to drown out what Jehovah's telling us through his word and his organization. Call to mind Bible principles and stand firm. And that's what it said in verse 9, didn't it? Take your stand against the devil firm in the faith. Now let's illustrate this. If a lion comes upon a giraffe, for example, and that giraffe begins to quiver and shake in fear, what effect is that going to have on the lion? It's going to encourage the lion, isn't it? I mean, he's going to sense weakness. He's going to, in effect, smell blood. And he can almost taste now the meat of that giraffe. And he's going to double his efforts, and he's going to intensify to go after that giraffe because he senses a weakness. On the other hand, what if that giraffe stands firm and gives that lion a swift kick right in the face, knocks out 2 or 3 teeth, and leaves him with a bloody nose? Well, probably that lion will be moving on, won't he? See, there's no weakness here. I better go on and find some other weakness, but I'm going to move on. And interestingly, the Awake a while back talked about giraffes. Not only can they deliver a kick, the Awake said, that can break the ribs of a lion, they can use their head like a sledgehammer. I didn't know that until I researched this, but that head of the giraffes can be used like a sledgehammer. A zoo giraffe, the Awake said, once landed a blow with his head on a 1,000-pound eland, sent that eland flying through the air with a broken shoulder. Well, we want to be like that giraffe in our dealings with Satan the devil. Stand firm and don't reveal weakness. Don't have weakness. Trust Jehovah. Don't let him cause you to panic and leave your place of safety. And that's what Jehovah and Jesus